Hey guys, so I'm gonna make a song from scratch. I have prepared the sounds, the drum sounds, the bass, the guitar, and the pad, and I've used "Don't Say You Love Me" by Jin, which is like a indie pop song, and I've used it as a reference track to kind of copy the sounds from there. I did that um, in preparation because it saves a bit of time. I want this video to be not an hour long. So let's try and make a song pretty quick, and it should be quicker because I've obviously prepared all these tracks. Yeah, the guitar sounds like this, quite reverby and dreamy. Yeah, yeah, it's all gonna sound similar to "Don't Say You Love Me," but with my own melody, my own song. Yeah, it's good to reference songs because then you get like a cohesive sound. Yeah, and I don't want to be tweaking sounds too much with at least with these essential instruments. So let's get started. You guys won't be able to hear the click track, but there will be a click track playing. So I'll play some chords. So I'll use those four chords. G, E minor, D major, or D7. So let's record that in. Again. Yeah, I think they go with the second one because the first one I messed up. I did D major, not D7. Yeah. So I want my videos to be quite raw. Kind of unedited. But I don't want them to be like hours long. And it does take hours to make a song, usually. Well, even like setting up the bare sounds can take hours. You know, getting the kick right, the snare and everything. Especially if you're trying to like copy a reference track. Okay, so got that. Can loop it. Let's change to the bass guitar. So. Tune it. Yeah, I thought it sounded a bit sharp. No, let's try that again. bit softer sounding. Something like that, right? Nice. Let's loop that one. Maybe make it a bit louder. Look, I can hear it's a little bit out of time. You guys can't hear the click track, I don't think, but there is a click track. I don't know if I've already mentioned that. I might have to figure out how ways for you guys to also hear the click track. I'm not just recording with no click track. All right, let's play some drums. So yeah, again, I've already set up the drums sounds. Kind of like indie pop. I'll just repeat this first one. So you got to quantize them. So actually this one is just like I've got 3 kits here, but I'm muting the, like on the kick one, I'm muting the snare and the hat. On the snare one, I'm muting the kick and the hat. And on the hat one, I'm muting the kick and the snare. So you're only hearing the hats from this one. Right. Because then I can open a different addictive drums for the hat, the snare, and the kick. Because I don't really like creating the whole drum kit in one addictive drums because I'm not really good at editing it within that software. Yeah, so here we go. We got this. So I'm just going to quantize it. Make it really in time. Oops. Here we go, we've got a double kick thing here. Delete that. Delete that. Something funny going on here. It's picking up the last note. Is this quantized? Snare, get it on time. There you go. Kick, bang on time. Make sure everything's sort of full volume. This hat's a little quiet. Oh no, we're on the wrong one here. Hats. You want a bit of variety on the hats. I think the snare and the kick can be quite consistent sounding. So mess around with some pads. Up here. What's the next one? Da, B. Na, na. Alright, let's bring the drums in after later. I also got like an intro. So we can have like and the bass maybe comes in with the drums too. Latency, I've got some latency. Yeah, let's do the bass again. Bam, 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 stop, bam, bam. Something like that. It's more simple, bit of a more simple bass line. Maybe it was a bit complicated before. See the latency here. Bring it back a bit. Oops. What did I do? Let's try to maybe quantize it. Sometimes that messes up the audio a little bit. So a lot of people are using like VST basses and stuff, but I think it's good to record some real guitar and real bass. But although it is very convenient to have instruments in everything in your laptop, I'm not saying this way is better, but it's a bit different. I've noticed a lot of people just using VST, so I wanted to use some real instruments because I can play the instrument, so why not? I think I want to do the guitar again, but like just one, like a simple chord. And I also think that there's some latency here too. I'm just going to do it all again, I think. Gonna unplug the cable first. Sorry, unarm the track and then unplug the cable. So I did a mistake with the third chord. I think it sounded quite nice, but then I messed up here. Should have just done the D chord there. Let's do that again. Did quite like this thing that I was doing here. Although it's probably come in this next one. Let's create another one. Ooh. Time does absolutely fly when you're making music. It's probably going to be an hour-long video. Right. Sort out the latency. Gotta sit properly in your chair too. Be that. There's going to be the chorus, isn't it? Let's bring this pad back in. And I think maybe let's try a new guitar to come in there. We'll pan that to the right side this time. Yeah, I think a different, perhaps a different guitar sound. So what I got going on here, I've got Amplitude 5 with a twin reverb, Fender twin reverb amp. I like the high end on this one. I've got a lot of reverb on. So I've got like I've got a Valhalla one, which is like a super spacey reverb, and then I've got this H reverb, which is kind of a you bog standard reverb, chamber reverb actually. So let's see what it sounds like without the chamber. Got the Aphex 2, which gives it a nice high end, and the OTT as well for the high end. The RC20 is cool. Let's double that up actually. happened with the pad there? Need a vocal really to sort of see how this song is gonna go, but what else? Let's listen to from the start. Sorry if my singing's bad. Do that and then bam, backing with a guitar in there again. Definitely need some more things going on here, don't we? We've got the kind of overall structure now. We've got like a intro, a verse. Let's make the bass guitar colors different so we know the verse. And this one different. Okay, the intro guitar. Let's make that a different color. Maybe slightly different. I like to color coordinate stuff because you can see where the different parts are. So the orange part of the drums, the verse, chorus, verse, chorus. A little break here. And that's it. You got kind of got the song now. The vocals, obviously, in the pop song would fill up a lot of the space. I'm not going to record vocals. You can maybe add another synth in there. Let's see. Something 80s sounding, right? DX7 is quite a good synth for 80s music. Time is ticking on this video. So we'll just do something dead quick. See what we've got in pads. Something 80s sounding. Maybe keys. my 80s sounds. We can play the song this way. Gonna be a keys or something, right? We gotta put the clap in here to make it. Yeah, we're gonna make the chorus sound bigger, don't we? Yeah, you guys can't hear the reference, which is good for the copyright reasons, but. Yeah, the vocals in that Don't Say You Love Me is like filling up all of the space, really. Like, it's pretty much this production, this much instrumentation, but then the vocals are like quite fill up a lot of the space. Messing around with this. Yeah, I don't know. See how it goes. It might not be very poppy sounding. I don't want to do too much. Japanese kind of sound. Let's bring something in the second verse. a pad underneath everything. I really like this. It's a good pad. Okay. Yeah, obviously I've got to make like a break and an ending here, but kind of the video is quite long already. Should I mean finish the whole thing? Hmm. Yeah, I'll just add a chorus on there at the end. Yeah, it's kind of like a rough outline of a song. Might as well save that. Yeah, obviously like the vocals are not there, so it's missing a lot. Yeah, I could put another guitar part in, I think, somewhere. Oh, I'm missing this bit as well. Let's see if there's another guitar amp that might be better. Yeah, you get the kind of general gist of it here. Is my microphone too loud? Right, I think I'm going to call it a day here. So I hope you enjoyed that video. That was my first ever YouTube video with music. So music producing. So hope you got something out of that, if anything. So yeah, take care. See you next time.